So a lot of you have probably been asking, where have I been for the past year? Um, God, this is horrendously awkward to record, especially for my first video in over 9 months. Yeah. Uh, so to give you the long and short answer of it, I guess, the short answer is time. I work a full-time job. I don't have the time to sit here and record video, let alone, you know what, this whole idea. You know what,
Ow!
for the whole year, I have been working a full-time job and don't have time to make videos. That's the short answer. Uh, Obviously, a lot of my creative energy was put in the first 3 months of the year to make three
Yeah!
videos. You may have watched them, you may have know them, you may love them. If you love them, thank you. I appreciate it. If this is your first video of mine you've ever seen in your life, what are you doing? Go back and watch some of my other videos. I have one that's 8 seconds long that I made this year that was a shit post. Please watch one of those first and then come back. I'll give you a moment. Okay, cool. Um, so I don't know how really to describe making my videos. They kind of come on a whim and leave just as quickly. What inspired me to make this video especially was Nakey Jakey, who's a big inspiration of mine, put out a video talking about his own content, and it got me really thinking about mine and the couple of videos that I've made. This hobby all stemmed from the concept, and Jakey touched on this in his video, of I wonder if I could do that. I wonder if I could make a video about like something I'm interested in. So for example, my Glover video, I was so angry at how bad that box art looked and how much of a disservice it did to that game. Anyway, getting back to any part of anything here, because I'm really grasping for straws at this point. And that's also kind of the longer story about why I haven't made any videos, is I struggle to articulate my thoughts in any kind of concise manner. When I'm recording the Ultra Game Bros podcast with my friend Ryan, it's a lot easier for me to do this because I'm able to have like a back and forth conversation, and it's easier to just vocalize my thoughts and just say what's on my mind. But the problem is when it's just me in this office talking to myself or talking to a camera, I'm struggling a lot with the idea of putting my thoughts out there for fear that, not that for fear of saying something stupid, of course, because Lord knows I do that all the time, but you're in, okay, you're in review time. So I put out three videos this year. One in January, two in February, and then I completely dropped off the face of the earth. Besides, obviously, my occasional appearance on the Ultra Game Bros podcast. Kind of go into that. After I put out the Fate video, I think what happened was I became so engrossed or absorbed into the idea that I thought that video, at least from a script standpoint, from a writing standpoint, was awful. And like even the process of going through and like editing the video and making that video was a slog. And it's so funny too, because that script had been written out since 2019. I've had that video in the back of my mind for wanting to make something like that for 6 years. Never got around to it because at the time I wrote that, I had no video editing experience. I didn't even know. My video editing experience boiled down to Windows Windows Movie Maker. I am not even going to joke about that. And so I put it on the back burner for years and years and years until I decided, because I was making other videos and they were getting pretty popular. My Glover video is still my most popular video at 924 views, which, you know, looking at like pure numbers here, that's a drop in the collective YouTube bucket. But for my channel specifically, it's my best video. And that was just me. That was just me bullshitting to a mic while staring at this atrocious box art of Glover, and ranting about it, which is crazy. And that's kind of why also this video is very off the cuff and stream of consciousness in a way. And I wanted to recapture that magic, thinking that I could do so by making the Fate video finally, and finally putting to bed the idea I had since 2019 to make a video on a game that has been in my childhood for 20 years. And not that I'm not proud of it, but I wasn't really liking the result of that video, and so I kind of developed this fear that my videos are going to be terrible. And I know they're terrible, and I'm really trying, but it's also funny too, because looking back on all of the videos I've made, I feel like my best edited videos were not from this year, and then as time has gone on with these, they've gotten worse and worse from an editing perspective. It just feels like pulling teeth sometimes to edit. Whereas like the Glover video, like the gameplay was a background piece of it. It was mainly me talking about the box art and showing examples. So that was a lot easier for me to edit and put together. So I enjoyed doing that one a lot more. Touching on recording. Oh, good Lord. And I didn't post this one this year, but I really wanted to touch on it because I have the opportunity. The Linux video was awful to produce. I had, I think, over like 5 hours of footage that I distilled down to 43 minutes, and good Lord, that even editing that was such a pain. And you could tell like my edits during that video are not a whole lot because of the fact that like I just couldn't find bits to stick in there. And that's another thing is like it's not that I want to move away from the edits and the bits, because those are what keep people watching and are funny. I think I just need to go in with the expectation that my videos are not going to be like heavily edited like a Maxor video, for example. But back to kind of my main stay point here, which is where have I been since February?
Life. There's roadblocks.
So I think because of this fear and this apprehension to make any more videos, since I kind of put making videos on the back burner and just didn't make any more, not because I didn't want to, because I have pages and pages and pages of notes and ideas and like half-written scripts and just concepts that I start working on, sit down, look at it, and go, wow, this is fucking terrible, and I don't do anything with it. I think what I just need to do is I just need to try. Like, for example, one of the video ideas I had this year was to make a video on Hoyle card games and Hoyle Casino, because those were games I would play at my grandmother's house, and I planned to make this video and release it shortly after she passed away this year, and was going to dedicate it to her. And then in the process of kind of setting up for it, it didn't feel like it would make a good video in general, even though I really wasn't making it for myself at that point. I was more making it as a dedication, but I just got caught up in my own head of just, this wouldn't make a good video, don't do it. Even though I really, really wanted to, and I might still. And then like I have my friends all the time are just like, oh, you should make more videos, because like somehow my friends are fans of my videos, and if any of you are watching right now, thank you. I know I shouldn't give up, and I'm not going to. In my own head, I feel like the videos I'm making are any good, or like are gonna gain a lot of traction. And I know that they really aren't or won't, and that's okay, because I need to learn to make videos for myself despite my own head telling me not to, or not that my head's telling me not to, but I need to learn to try and make videos that I know I'm going to enjoy, because I know if I enjoy them, then maybe there's going to be someone else out there that will. So I guess the main lesson to be learned here, especially for this upcoming year, is I'm going to try. Looking back through a self-critiquing lens, it's a lot harder on me because of the fact that it was like, oh, I put this video out, but like there's so many glaring things wrong with the video that like I just hate it, i.e. the Fate video. Speaking of Fate, I also wanted to make a video on the remastered game, because in that video, in my retrospective video, I talked about how there was the remaster coming out and I was really excited and I would make a video about it. The game was terrible to the point where I didn't feel right making the video on the game at the time because I knew it wasn't good, at least compared to the original version. So instead, I just posted like a giant scathing review of it on Backlogged and Steam. And I still stand by my opinions on the remaster even after almost a year's worth of patches and updates and fixes. It's still terrible. I personally hate it. And then I just have like a bunch of other videos on the list that I have that I just need to sit down and really get something out there. You know, record myself playing through the game first and then write the script from there and then just edit it and get it out there. Again, going back to the main point of this video is I need to try. This really wasn't a year in review, but I'm kind of treating it that way. I don't really know how to end this video.